Hello, this is Miss Beth from the Door County Library, and we are looking at the screen-free craft bag pickup for September 2024. All right, as usual, this is intended for 4K through 2nd grade kids, although anyone can use it. Adult supervision is suggested as there are small parts, and there are 3 different things in it. Every month we have a colorable bookmark. Every month we have an activity page, and every month we have something to build. And this month it is little fall gnomes. So there are 2 different gnomes. Let's take a look at what you're going to see. So how about that activity page? The activity page looks like this, and it is something rather involved with the alphabet in it and all kinds of school supplies to color in however you want to do it. So when I started working on mine, I colored in some letters, I colored in the apples all the same color. I thought, oh, orange looks really good for my glue, and here we have some scissors. Did I forget to say what it was we were going to need from home? I did. All right. What you're going to need from home, as usual, is something to color with and a scissors. All right. Everything else is nice and in there. So you notice that I was coloring on that. Now, the other thing you're going to need those supplies for is one of these 5 bookmarks. So 5 different possible bookmarks that you're going to have, one of those. And once I was finished making mine pretty the way I wanted them to be, they looked like this. So you make yours however you want to. This is what mine looked like when I was all finished with them. And so that is coloring and cutting them out. Now, there are 2 different gnomes. Let's look at what's inside the package. So inside the package, we're going to have the instructions, which, as usual for this kind of thing, just give you a picture to kind of follow. We'll work on that. Then, what do we have in here? We have a magnet for the back. We have a sticky that's double-sided to stick the magnet to the back. We have the gnome's nose. Boop. We have the pattern to follow and put things onto, and there is the colored side and the plain side. The plain side is where you're going to put your magnet. And everything else goes on this side. We have the hat, and we have 6 leaves. All right, so 6 leaves. So when we are looking at this particular one, which is the one we're looking at, we have the darkest colored leaves down at the bottom, then the lightest color toward the top. And you're going to want to start with the bottom piece, and in this case, it is these kind of leaves, these ones. Now, something that I noticed when I was going through this is that these leaves, while they are just the same, you can look at the way that these little bumps go along. You can find this pattern, and these are going to overlap as we go. So we're going to find how these things overlap. So that one goes up a little higher, this one goes down a little lower. So we're going to start with this one, and you just peel off the sticky on the back and very carefully lay it against the way that the ridges go. So peeling the back and then looking very carefully at how these go together. So they overlap like this, which is kind of cool. All right, then the next darker color on this particular one, it goes darker to lighter. This one goes lighter to darker. So then it is these ones, these pretty maple leaves. And how does it go? All right, you gotta kind of take a look. You can see how this one kind of goes up in here. So this is where this one lays down, just like that. And then this one, you can see how this kind of lays down there, and they overlap like that. And then these guys. All right, so let me lay it in here. Oh, and you see how it goes up on that one? So this one kind of lays a little straighter, but this little bump in the side is what we're aiming for on that side. So here we go, and that one there, and we overlap, and this one here, and once again we're looking at this edge and we're overlapping, and then we're going to put this right on top just like that, right? And the nose goes on last on this side. All right, let's make sure it fits nicely. That's pretty darn good there. It went a little off on this side and a little off on that side. This is not a problem. Okay, and then we're going to stick his nose right in the middle, right between there, just like that. All right, then we're going to make his little magnet go on. So this is the way this goes. We poke the magnet, the sticky piece off on one side, stick it up here nice and high, although honestly you could put it anywhere you wanted, and peel it off. And it doesn't really matter what side you put your magnet down on. It is pretty good regardless. All right, and that is done. It's finished. If you get the other one, looks kind of like that. So here we go. What do we have for all of your crafts for this month? You have these guys, you have these guys, and you have coloring to work on. So happy September, everybody. Hope you have a good time with it. Bye-bye.